Go. Hello there everyone, how's it going? I just did my intro with no audio. How you doing guys? It wouldn't be the start of one of my streams if everything went smoothly, would it? No, but hey, welcome to the stream everyone. I hope you're going to have a fantastic time here tonight, for at least for the next 2 hours. Anyway, we're going to be doing some more building of our fantastic Diamond City overhaul. Right now you can kind of see some of the footage that we have recorded last time we streamed, which was the day before yesterday. You know, kind of looking at the design, what we've done, and everything should be fantastic. Yes, alright, so basically what we normally do when we start these streams, you know, we kind of wait a little bit, get people involved in the stream, you know, wait for people to turn up and see what's up. Alright, so let's go ahead and read some of the chat. I can see all of your notifications here. Alrighty, so Fourth Pixel says, how's it going guys? It's a final render here. That is damn right, that is my catchphrase. I don't know why you're using it, Fourth Pixel, but ha! What can I say? Thanks very much for joining the chat. Dr. Omicron says, hey, clap, clap, clap. Have you ever realised that someone clapping their hands is just them high-fiving themselves repeatedly again and again and again? Yeah, that's kind of depressing when you say that, isn't it? Yeah. What else are people saying in the chat? Happy Gamer says, yo, Render. Hello there, Happy Gamer. What are you happy about today? Probably gaming. Made Product says, are you there? Okay. Yep, that is me. Emo Pony says no mic. Did you mean a moment ago or did you mean just now? Because everything should be okay now, hopefully. Half German 1915 says, Render, you should do a British kingdom to represent your country. Well, there isn't really much to know about what happened during Britain, during the atomic bombs fall of the Fallout universe, is there? There isn't really any information about what happened to the UK. We know about China, we know about America. We don't really know much about other places in the world. You know, maybe there's like a audio log somewhere in one of the games, but I don't really know if there's any information about what happened to the UK and the rest of Europe in, you know, Fallout. Or say the rest of Europe. Oh no, sorry, Brexit happened, didn't it? Ha! It's still part of Europe though, isn't it? What else are people saying? We Scottish Gamer says, sorry, I'm just hyper. Hey, you're welcome to be hyper. Everyone's allowed to be hyper over here. Everyone is allowed to be hyper. Because the more hyper people are, the happier people are. That's what I find anyway. Why do you think children are so happy all the time? Same reason, same reason. Alrighty, so what else are people saying in the chat? Alright, the God of Gaming says, hello Render. Hello there, God of Gaming. I see you have got a fantastic Glory to Ostoska symbol on your picture. That is absolutely fantastic. Glory to Ostoska, my friend. What else have we got? Jack Cameron says, you should make a railroad hideout. I've had many people asking for a railroad hideout. I know, it's just one of those things I never really gotten around to. Even though the railroad is actually my favourite faction in Fallout 4. So that's something cool. Nick Francis says, what's up? Man, what is this, 1995 all over again? But hey, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. What else are people saying in the chat? Before we kind of jump into the creation kit. Tempen says England survived. Oh, did he? Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool indeed. Gabriel Francis Dipis says, hi, Render. Hello there, Gabriel. How are you? Nice to see you, nice. Alright, any other notifications in there? Yep, okay. Soul Solstheim Salvan says that they'll watch the stream tomorrow. Will these streams be edited after they've been streamed? Yes, we do record all of these, and they will still be edited the same way that every other Fallout 4 Bin of a Mods video is edited. It will still have a full video. The last one we did the Virgil's Laboratory video. And we obviously streamed that. We did it in about 8 or 9 streams. And that was all edited into one single video as well. So it was fantastic to go ahead and see that. Emo Pony says you should add an underground to this, as we already did, and add a new layer. Might as well add another. Well, yeah, we already have added one layer. But really I want to kind of stick to the idea of doing this. Because the idea of building up, I honestly think makes more sense than building down. Because if you're building down, you would actually endanger all the buildings that were already there, you know? So we're going to stick with this for now. Adrian MA7A says, I love your work. Oh, thanks, buddy. That's awesome to hear. And Rob Dunn says, greetings. Nice to see you there, Rob. Nice to see you. Alright, let's go ahead and jump out of these kind of videos that we got playing now so we can jump into the creation kit and get ready to get started. But of course, what do we do every time we start streaming, people? What do we do every time we start streaming? There's something we do every stream. We kind of do it at about 5 minutes in or so. Anyone know? We have to go ahead and get a share spike going in this stream. I'm going to do this right now. Everyone who has just joined the stream, you need to go ahead and share the stream on your Twitter, on your Facebook, on your MySpace, on your Bebo, on your Instagram, on your Pinterest, or whatever it is that you enjoy using. So we are, oh dear, caps locks. We are now live in Diamond City for some Fallout 4 building. Come join in the fun and games. Also send a selfie of you enjoying the stream. That's something I want to do now, people. If you are watching the stream and you have access to Twitter, go ahead and send a selfie of you enjoying the stream, and I will go ahead and show that said selfie on the stream. We'll go ahead and get you guys actually in the stream, not just with your chats, but also we'll get to see your photos as well. But obviously, nothing rude, okay? Nothing rude. But hey, I'll actually go ahead and check all of those before that. So yeah, are we ready to get started, people? I think so, I think so. Let's go ahead and see if we can start our fantastic stream right now. Alright, so we've got 56 people watching. Normally we wait a bit longer, but hey, once the share spike kicks in and people start going ahead and joining the stream, it'll be fantastic. Normally we average around anywhere from 70 to 120 people watching the stream. We've got 58 right now, so we need to get some more people in here, but hopefully your guys, the share spike should do it. Am I right? Okay, so let's go. Let's turn off the sky there and kind of work with some of the lights. Okay, so this is what we have. This is the main premise of our build. If you've just joined into the stream, you might not actually know what we've been fully up to. We are building an additional layer on top of Diamond City. And the reason to do that is because you can't really add any more buildings to Diamond City because it's too full, you know. Pretty much all the space is full or used in some manner. But by adding a second story, you can then go ahead and have your very own extra city on top of it. And the idea is this is going to be the kind of rich person city. The people down below are literally the poverty city, and the people above are the rich people. They get the nice houses. They actually get sunlight, you know, because obviously all these buildings will be blotting out a lot of these buildings down here. And you know, when you actually look at it from ground level, and you just kind of look up and you see all of these huge buildings above you, it really does look something to aspire to, you know, this upper section. I think we said we were going to call it the grandstands, didn't we? That was a cool idea to go ahead and name it the grandstands. But one thing I do want to do quickly before I actually start doing some building is like close Steam and stuff like that. Because the last thing I want is Steam basically going ahead and starting to do an update, probably for Battlegrounds, while I'm streaming and killing the internet stream. Because I obviously don't have very good internet. So therefore, going ahead and actually streaming this without interruption is essential. Alrighty. So, what are we actually going to do in terms of the additions this time? Okay, well if you remember last time, we go back to our layers tab. We kind of fixed up some of the corner parts here because since we've got curved sections of the walkways, which are going to kind of represent our streets, then unfortunately we couldn't actually get the kind of metal sheets in there in order to make it a flat surface. So we went ahead and plugged those up a little bit with some corrugated metal. And also, if you remember, we went ahead and added a little lighting network to the city. You know, these kind of street lamps here. However, I do think I'm just going to get rid of all of these. You know, we kind of did it as like a test to see what we can kind of get away with. Lighting is obviously possible, but I don't like this design that we did last time. I really don't like it. It looks far too busy, it's too repetitive, and it's just a bit, you know, it's very second rate, you know, the lighting that we did there. So we're going to leave that for now. Once we actually add all the buildings, we'll kind of know how much space we have to add lights and stuff like that. So, yeah, let's get going. What we're going to do this time, obviously, as you know, we have got huge supports holding up this city. But at the same time, I also want to have a huge, vast network of cables, kind of like a suspension bridge, to help distribute the weight of this entire section evenly across the entire platform. So therefore, you won't have some sections which are heavier than others and risk pulling down the entire upper grandstand. But using something like a suspension bridge will distribute the weight across the entire platform evenly. So therefore, it's a much more, shall we say, cost-effective way of ensuring something is safe. Does that sound good, everyone? Does that sound good, everyone? I certainly hope so. Alright, so what are we saying? Later the Fallout says the city below gets no sunlight. Indeed it does not. Only rich people can afford sunlight. Any other things, notification in the chat? Lots of people saying hello. Yep, lots of everyone saying hello. Everyone's saying share spike. Indeed, people. We need to see that share spike. And of course, we also need to see you guys going ahead and watching the stream with your selfies, go ahead and send a selfie to my Twitter, and then you can go ahead and be featured in the stream. Do I even have my Twitter in the description of the video? I do not believe I do. What I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly put that in there, so you guys can go ahead and tweet in, and everything will be fantastic. Alright, so I'll quickly go ahead and add this to the description. I'll put it underneath the link, which links to the Discord. There we go. Go ahead and put that under there. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and do that, and send your selfies watching the stream to @FinalRender. There we go. You should see that in the description of the video right now. You might have to refresh the page, but you should actually have a link to my Twitter now, so you can go ahead and send in your selfies of you enjoying the stream. Excellent stuff. Right, now it's time to probably get going. What I want to do, I want to have like some special sections designed to kind of house the cable networks. And the way I thought to do that is to go ahead and get one of the corner pieces that we made quite a while ago and have kind of our radio towers, which are going to hold all the cables attached to the sides, like this. It is these sections right here I want to use. These kind of walkways here. Because it's kind of separate from the rest of it, you know? And the idea is to go ahead and throw that there. And attach it to this part of the street network right here. There we go, just like that. And we'll have to go ahead and change this to be one of the variants which has no railings, won't we? So it just kind of matches up evenly. Let's go ahead and grab the one which has no rails. I believe this is it. One way, no rails. Indeed it is. Yep. And then the same for this one. So right now we're literally just changing it to be a section with no railing, because we obviously don't want a railing there. Obviously start the recording now for the video, which this will still be edited as. We will still be editing this as a regular Fallout 4 Building with Mods video. But we won't be able to if we don't have recorded, will we? So there we go. Got to put that there. Sweet. So now we've got this corner section here, as you can see. Let's go ahead and line it up properly. Once it's lined up properly, we can go ahead and attach our radio tower to it. Again, I want to use radio towers because I think that would be quite a cool idea. It's already a pretty large section of metal that we can go ahead and use. Let's go ahead and set that to be our reference point for our snapping. The industrial catwalk with no rails. So now when we have our snapping enabled, which we currently do, then these two sections will just snap into place just like that. And now they're in perfect alignment with that section right there. Makes sense? Indeed it does. Alright. So now in terms of the radio towers. The actual radio towers. There's not many things that I actually have in my head which will work. But let's go ahead and grab one right here. I think it's just simply called radio tower. Castle radio tower generic is one of them. Like right there, we can go ahead and have that coming out of the actual ground of the city. But there is another one. This one right here, which appears to be part of a loading screen originally. A loading screen static object. Pretty big one indeed. I want to have this one kind of as part of the upper city right at the back. I saw this in the menu systems earlier. I thought, oh, I want that right at the back of the city. You know, that'll kind of give it like some kind of gravitas. You know, give it some height. So that when you enter the city from the main entrance, you'll see, oh my gosh, there is a very tall structure on top of Diamond City. What's going on? I can't believe it. Go ahead and put that kind of in the corner right there, yeah. In the corner of the center part right there. You know, just kind of go ahead. It doesn't actually have to be straight, so to speak. We can probably go ahead and have it at an angle. That might actually look kind of cool, actually, if it's very slightly at an angle. Or will people buy that, though? Or will they think I've just put it on wrong? I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. It might kind of look better aesthetically if we don't have it kind of leaning at an angle. But we'll see. There we go. We've got a radio tower in there. Sweet. And we'll be able to use that as an anchor point for all of our cabling. And also, it just kind of makes it look tall. You know what I'm saying? Gives it some height. Because it's already pretty tall as it is. Alright. So now we've got that in place. How about we go ahead and grab another section of these. And then move it to this section here. I'm going to have it in line with these two sections. That kind of ensures it's all even, which will be fantastic. Lots of people saying in the chat. Austin Selman says, I love you, Final Render. I'm a big fan. How big are you? Hey. What else are we saying? Pyrico says, I'm large and I'm great at cooling you on a hot day. I'm a big fan. Oh, very funny, dude. Very funny. You're literally a big fan. How amusing. No, good job, buddy. Good job. Alright, so I wanted to have some kind of radio towers, but there's actually not many options. What I did think about doing was getting the recruitment beacons. You know, the recruitment beacons that you can build? Going ahead and using those. Maybe scale them up slightly, so that they actually kind of work well. But actually I haven't tried to find these in the creation kit, so I assume they're just called recruitment beacons, or just recruit I put. And there is nothing there in the furniture, and there is also nothing there in the static. In fact, there's no static at all. So what about just typing beacon? Like that. I believe that's how you spell beacon. Anyways, so we go ahead and get that workshop radio beacon song. Yeah, okay, I think I'm in the right place. So let's go ahead and find what I'm looking for right now. Hello. Is this beacon you're looking for? I can't see. Right. Here we go. We've got a street sign, Beacon Street. No, that's not what I want. Would it be under furniture or would it be under workshop, I wonder? We've got a recipe right there. Just under radio beacon it says, this recipe. Is that so? I guess so. I guess so. Alright, so let's type in radio beacon. What is radio, even? It might also be like settlement beacon, something like that. If you don't know the name for something in the creation kit, it could be an absolute nightmare to try to find it. But, you know, I'm sure eventually just a quick Google search, in theory, should tell you. Especially if it's a common item like a recruitment beacon. Because I imagine lots of people will be trying to build up their own settlements and going ahead and searching for those items. Diamond City Radio Tower, what's this? Oh, again, these are just like the gobos, you know. These are the flat ones that don't actually have any material on them. You know, just to kind of give the illusion, that is. That's the same one as before. Ham Radio 01 static. Oh, this is a regular old radio, isn't it? Castle Radio Tower may just be our best one for a giant one. But I don't need one that big, do I? That's a radioactive barrel. Player home radio. Yeah, these are all just radios. I already typed in beacon, didn't I? I may have to do a quick Google search to go ahead and find this. So as the people saying, Seb Harvey says, I got Fallout 4 and Fallout 3 for only £10. Well, that's a very good deal. Very good deal indeed. Very good deal indeed. What else? Brody Potts says, what time is it? What time is it? Right now it is 9:20. And we're going to be streaming this until probably 11 o'clock, which means we've got just under 2 hours left. So let's go ahead and see if I can find the name of these beacons using a Google search. So, settlement, Fallout 4, CK, beacon, or recruitment beacon. There we go. Go ahead and search this up and see if we can find an actual name of it. Alright, and also, once again, people, as I've already said in other streams, of course, these streams are entirely ad-free, or at least they should be ad-free, as long as Google doesn't want to put their fingers into it. And the only reason they are ad-free is because people like yourself go ahead and donate to the stream. So therefore, if you want to see these streams continue to be ad-free, then we ask for donations for these. You know, any amount will do, and you can do it via Patreon, or you can do it via the super chat in the description. And the reason we do that is because huge builds like this, the ones which take weeks and weeks, maybe even months, this one, we can't actually do those and still do regular video content because it just takes too long to do a video like this. You know, it means I'll only be doing like one Fallout video every 2 months or something. But if we go ahead and do it and have donations, then we can actually go ahead and do all of these, no problem. So if you want to go ahead and support the stream, go for it. A little notification pops up on screen. If you do, let's go ahead and see if we can get a test donation here. So if you were to go ahead and donate via the super chat, we would get that notification right there. So you can go ahead and see your name and your custom message appear on the stream. But that's for another time, of course. Or right now. It's up to you. So, now that that's been said, let's go ahead and see if we can find the actual name of the place. Alright, so general, building, all the information I appear to be able to see is quite simply just lists of how to build stuff in the creation kit, but it doesn't actually have the name of the item I want itself. Telling you how to actually make a workshop in the creation kit, and we're not actually doing that right now. This won't necessarily be a settlement. This will be a mod that you can download, but we've already kind of toyed with the idea of having one part of it be buildable. You know, maybe an interior cell, you know, kind of like home plate, you know? Have I just typed in recruitment? Let's try that. So as I say, I'm looking for the settlement recruitment beacons, because I want to use those as the kind of main points to attach all of our cable into. And you may remember, I mentioned that going ahead and adding cables is one of those things that I can never find. And Scotty X2 may have just linked the name of what I'm after, Workshop Radio Beacon. I'm going to go ahead and paste that into the chat right there. Not into the chat, into the object window. We have quests, we have... we don't actually have the object there. Are we definitely in all? What about the action right there? Again, I don't think that'll get it to us. Well, we got the model right there. That's perfect, actually. That's not what we were after, but at least it gave us the name of the model, which I can work with. So that's awesome. Thanks very much for that. We have got that now. Or we could also use like a, we could also use a power one as well. But I only want them for the front part here. For this front part, I want those. And then for the other ones, I want taller ones. And I've already got an idea of what I want for the other sections, which are taller. So let's just go and find kind of any random static object, basically. Any random static object. So I can go ahead and add that into the settlement with the new model. That way, I'm not actually going ahead and overwriting something accidentally. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Okay, just go ahead and get any old random 3D object. That will do just fine. Right, let's duplicate that one. Duplicate that sign. If any of you guys have never actually seen the creation kit, it is a very laggy. Bethesda described it as unstable piece of software. They described it as that. So, it can be slow, it can be tedious, but we love it sometimes. Alright, so let's call this, cable. Let's just call it cable post. There we go, cable post like that. And we're actually going to swap the 3D model around for the model of the beacon. Just like that. And now we can definitely be sure that we are not interfering with any of the regular beacons or anything else for that matter, because we've just created a brand new object using that 3D model that is 100% definitely static. Not interactable is what static means. It won't be nudged by the player. It won't be interactable at all because it has no interaction features at all. So let's go ahead and hit OK and create new form. Excellent stuff. I love this music, but I do need to get some more Build on a Mods music, don't I? It's one of those things I keep telling myself to do, but I never get around to it. Alright, so let's find cable post. There we go, cable post. Let's go ahead and drag these in. After I have checked, am I definitely on my correct layer? Yes, you want to make sure you are working on your own layer in the creation kit so you don't mess up anything else accidentally. Go ahead and grab those there, and I also want to make it a bit taller maybe. Just like that, only a little bit taller, just so it looks a bit different to the ones that you see in the base game, you know? Alright, so grab that there, and then copy it, or duplicate it, I should say. And then let's go ahead and move it across like that. I might have made a few copies of it accidentally. Nope, okay, that's cool. So that's going to be the first two posts that we're going to be adding cables to, and then behind that we're going to be having slightly taller ones. Hopefully, hopefully. Alright. Something else you guys may also want to know about, of course, is that if we look over here, do you remember we just kind of very quickly and very sporadically put down some of these metal panels here? Just these ones here, and you'll notice there's little gaps and stuff. They often overlap and stuff like that because we just very quickly threw it together. Well, I went ahead to see if I could go ahead and neaten it up on this section, and yeah, this section is now pretty much almost perfect. You know, there are one or two sections where the kind of things are kind of duplicated, just like right there, for example. But for the most part, I've kind of worked out how to fix those areas quite quickly and easily. But again, I'll still do them off stream because that will be really darn boring for you guys to watch. So, now that that's been done, how about I go ahead and make a cable? Go ahead and make a cable between these 2 points right here. So now, as I've already mentioned, making cabling is not hard at all. It's not hard at all, but it's one of those things I always forget how to do it. So what I did, I went ahead and wrote down how to do it in a few simple, quick and easy steps. Follow these quick and easy steps for a slimmer, happier you. So if I go ahead and follow these steps to the T, then we should be able to go ahead and make our cables no problem at all. Okay, so what I want is a spline endpoint. I did an awful lot of this in the mod where I worked on Kellogg's home. Do you remember I released a mod which actually got really good reception of Kellogg's home? And I had lots of custom cabling in that. And unfortunately, not many people know how to get perfect cables working in the same way they work in the workshop. Because people know how to make their own cables, but how to have functional cables? Not many people have worked that out, or at least I haven't found any tutorials on how to make functional cables. Maybe there's someone who is in the chat who knows more about the creation kit than me, who knows some decent tutorials on how to get functional cables that actually transmit power, because that'd be very useful for me. But unfortunately, I have not actually seen any of those tutorials. Okay, spline endpoint marker, right there. The spline endpoint marker is literally just this kind of green little dial here. And what we need to do is go ahead and line it up with the tip of this post. You know, the tip of the post. Go ahead and line that up right there. And then we should get a fantastic cable brewing. But it can be quite tricky to go ahead and see if it actually is exactly lined up. Best way to do it is just to zoom right in, until eventually you check it on kind of all the axes, and you can be certain that it is in the object you want. But as I said, it can take some time to kind of line it up appropriately. Because obviously we're trying to interact with a 3D environment in a 2D space, our computer monitor. So therefore, it can be a bit difficult to do that. But hey, it's what it is. Maybe if I go ahead and rotate it a little bit as well, that might make it a bit easier in a moment. Can I even rotate the markers? I don't think I can. Okay, so now we've done that. What we need to do is go ahead and duplicate it. Go ahead and duplicate it right there. And then drag it to this next point. In theory, it should be the exact same height. So we don't have to adjust the height at all. But we do have to adjust its X and Y axes. Right there, axes. So we can go ahead and line it up in the same way as before. Oh, and we appear to have a donation, but the alert system hasn't gone off. Centurion Cat has donated €5 through the super chat, and he says, awesome stream as usual. Can you please make a guard post in the entrance soon and name the guard Chad? I don't know about actually naming the NPCs right now. I haven't tried that right now, but making the guard post is something we definitely do want to do. But what I'll probably do, I'll probably write it down here. Name guard Chad. And we'll get to that after we've kind of sorted out some of these cables and stuff like that. Okay, buddy? Thanks very much to Centurion Cat for donating there. And everyone, what do we do when someone donates to the chat? What do? We chat their name in the chat so everyone knows how much we love them. Centurion, 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 Centurion. Or alternatively, just go cat, 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 cat. Everybody chant cat in the chat for donating €5 via the super chat. That is absolutely fantastic, buddy. People like him help keep this thing ad-free, which is exactly what we want. But that being said, though, I do want to go ahead and fix these alerts to find out why they're not happening. Because I love the alerts on the stream. Kind of lets you know that you are welcomed. So let me see if I can go ahead and quickly fix these. Well, basically, I'm not going to try to fix them. I'm just going to re-add them, basically, and see if they start working then. Because you know how it is when you're trying to do something live and stuff like that. Something always goes wrong. Alright, so where is the alert tab? Right here. You guys obviously can't see what I'm doing right now. But I'm just kind of going ahead and sorting through all of my settings on Streamlabs. So yeah, I want to see you guys chanting cat, 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 cat for donating €5 in the super chat. Hey, that rhymes. Alright, so let's go ahead and copy the URL. And I'll launch it again as well. Launch it again. Right, now let me try re-adding this. Going ahead and re-adding the URL. Hopefully that should actually get the notifications working. It obviously worked when we did the test a moment ago. So I don't know why it didn't work just now. Okay, the alerts are now there. Alerts are pasted back in. So hopefully that will update. Hopefully that'll update. And we'll probably have to do the same for the latest donations, won't we? We'll have to go ahead and do that again. Just to be safe, you know. Because I don't want people donating in and then not getting their notification pop up on the stream, you know? That would be real sucky if that happened. Alright, so is it this one right here? Yes, indeed it is. Okay, so turn that back on. Yeah, it still hasn't updated right there, has it? Yeah. I'm just going to very quickly change it to that. Okay, that should work now. Hopefully when it updates. If not, I'm not 100% sure why that is. We'll just have to keep manual tabs in all the donations and stuff like that if it doesn't work. But hopefully that will update very soon. I'll do a test one more time. Test for widget one more time. Via a super chat is what it was. Yeah, it works when I test it here. What about a PayPal donation? Does that work? Yep, the donation on there works as well. What about the YouTube sponsor? Yep, that works. That works indeed. And what about the subscriber? You also get a notification for subscribing. Yeah, there we go, right there. So I have no idea why that is. But yeah, hopefully they don't stay broken. Hopefully they do sort themselves out. I've kind of done all I can do on my end in order to go ahead and fix that. So, now that that's done, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get this going. Alright, so now I've done that and I've duplicated it. I need to select both. Okay, and then I need to hit P. Excellent. So now, you guys can't see it right here because it's behind my web camera. We get this little notification box here. And this tells us the different kind of wires we can create. Now, I really wanted to have chain. Because that would look really, really cool. But unfortunately, we don't have chain. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with black wire tower spline 01 wind. Or what about metal cable spline wind? That might be better, actually. And the reason I'm going with the wind one, because this actually has wind physics, so that when there is, say, a rad storm in Diamond City, it actually moves. Because you might not notice it, but not all of the cables in-game move when there's wind and stuff. That, I suppose that's just to save performance or something, maybe, I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and have one which does have wind, so it is affected via the weather. Boom! There you go. We got our cable right there. And of course, it doesn't really look like a cable, does it? It looks like a giant high jump, doesn't it? So, what we need to do in order to go ahead and make this kind of look like a wire, so to speak, is that we need to, again, I'm looking at the list I wrote down earlier, we need to hold S and click and drag up to change its thickness. I want it to be fairly thick, because this is obviously going to have a lot of weight behind it, these kind of wires, but as you can see, we're making it bigger or thinner. I'm thinking that might be alright. I think that actually is quite a good thickness. And then what we need to do is hold down Control, Alt, and S, and then drag with the mouse to give it some slack, just like that. We don't want too much slack, because obviously it wouldn't be a very good suspension wire if it was really slacky. But there we go. That's how you make wires in the creation kit. And if we turn on our effects, it might be very subtle. Can we see it moving, or is it just too subtle right now? Yeah, it's a little too subtle right now, but that should, in theory, blow in the wind. Let's go ahead and make it a bit saggier. Why not? There we go. Alright, so there is our notification. There is our cable right there. So now that's done, we kind of got the first part of it built already, which is fantastic. Alright, so what are people saying in the chat? Let's go ahead and see what people are saying in the chat right there. Alright, so Olivia is saying very much thank you to Cat for donating. Yes, again, thank you very much to Centurion Cat for donating. I don't know why it hasn't popped up on the alerts. It's a huge shame that, but it is what it is. I've done all I can to fix it already. I can only hope that it just kind of gets its act together and starts working in a moment. That's all I can say. And what else have we got? Brandon Smith says, hey, finals, sorry I'm late. Hey, don't be sorry, buddy. It's okay. It's okay as long as you're here. It's okay as long as you're here. And, oh, what have we got? We have got a notification right now on the Twitter as well from Affected Wind. I don't know if this is a picture of you, buddy. We asked for selfies of you enjoying the stream. But is this you, Affected Wind? Thank you very much for sending in your tweet to the Twitter so we know who's watching the stream. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks very much for sending that image in, buddy. And what else have we got in the land of chat? Seb Harvey says, do you want to be noticed? I'm sure everyone wants to be noticed at some point. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Ty Plays, XX Ty Plays says, is this going to be posted on PlayStation 4? Yes, it is going to be posted on PlayStation 4. At least that is the intention. Anyway, hopefully nothing goes wrong with that. Because you know what Sony is like with the Bethesda mods and stuff. Making things way more difficult than they need to be. Sorry about that. And Olivia says, Render, such an amazing stream as always. Can't wait to see this mod so I can download it. Well, it might be a while. I honestly have no idea. But hopefully it will be soon indeed. Hopefully it will be soon. Because, you know, I don't like spending too long on a single project. You kind of get that builder's fatigue if you do that. But let's go ahead and grab the next part so we can add another part of the tower to it. Or should we do the land tower first, actually? Yeah. Let's go ahead and add... Oh, we got a notification there. Is it working now? There we go. Affected Wind has donated $2 through Super Chat and has not said a message. Okay, so the alerts are working now. Okay, so I don't know why Centurion Cat hasn't appeared on the list. Hopefully he does appear very soon. But until then, everyone chant in the chat, wind, 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 wind. Everyone chant wind in the chat because Affected Wind has donated $2 via the Super Chat. Thank you very much for that. And Angela's Dulce has donated $6.14 through PayPal. Looking great so far. So everyone, Dulce, 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 Dulce. Along with wind, 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 wind. And cat, 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 wind, Dulce. Cat, wind, Dulce. Boom, you see, I could be a radio DJ right there. or at least a club DJ, you know? One of the two. I shouldn't say mean things about club DJs, actually. I've worked with many who were great friends of mine. Alright, so what I need to do now is go ahead and also replace the railings on this section, don't I? So yeah, thank you very much for donating there, guys, you know, because I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but YouTube, especially this time of the year, does not give out much monies from the advertisers at this time of year. So it's absolutely fantastic that we can do these giant builds completely ad-free from Google, you know? Because then it's just us. It's just us then. You know, there's no corporate entity sticking their fingers into it. It is just us. Me, you, and the rest of the community going ahead and working to build something fantastic together. Which is exactly what we need, you know? Because obviously, the Fallout building stuff, it's about building stuff. Not just structure, but communities. You know, the settlement system is about making a community system. And it's exactly the same here on YouTube. So hopefully you guys can go ahead and join in the fantastic streams as often as you can. And we can keep them ad-free, so it is just us lot. You know what I'm saying? I sure hope so. Right, so let's go ahead and replace the railings here as well. Replacing the railings is very simple. You're just going to go ahead and select the ones you want to replace. And then select the name of the object that you want to replace it with. Obviously, you really do need to know the name of it. But I actually do know the name of it already. So that is absolutely fantastic right there. Gabriel Francisco says, this is a mod and geek of Fallout 4. This is not a mod and geek of Fallout 4. Oh, are you referring to me or are you referring to yourself? I'm not too sure about that. Corey Tucker says, will we put it in Slocum Joe's Donut Shop? Probably spelt that wrong. Haven't paid for it and wait to see if it's worth it. You can't actually work with assets from the Creation Club. Because if you could open up assets from the Creation Club in the Creation Kit, you could actually upload them to sites like Nexus. So no, you're not allowed to actually edit the Creation Club assets in the Creation Kit. But I believe Slocum Joe's actually is a restaurant in-game. Isn't it? What if I type in Joe? Yeah, Slocum Joe's sign. So we can work with Slocum Joe assets. Just not the ones from the Creation Kit mod. You know what I'm saying? From the Creation Club mod. Which I still haven't tried. Actually, still haven't tried that one. Maybe I should. Maybe I should do a mod review on it. I don't know. What do you think about that, guys? What do you think about that? Sullivan Hall says, hey, Final, I've been working on my Sanctuary build on PlayStation 4. Do you have any tips? Best kind of tips I would say is that make sure everything kind of has a purpose. You know, don't just throw things down for the sake of throwing things down. Make sure it actually kind of has a purpose. Like if there's a grill, make sure it actually is in a place which doesn't have any other cooking equipment, for example. Stuff like that. Alright, so, radio tower. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to go ahead and grab one of these radio towers. Castle radio tower. And I want to have this radio tower. I don't know if this idea will work, but I'm going to give it a go. But I want to have this radio tower somewhere on the ground. Somewhere on the ground. Sticking up. Is there enough height? Yes, there's plenty of height right there. Alright. So again, this is to act as another anchor point for the cabling system. The suspension cabling system. Got to lower that a tad like there. So when we go ahead and add the rest of our kind of building points to add the suspension cables to, we can anchor them to this point. And we can also then anchor the cable from here to, say, that part there, for example. So that the weight of the entire upper stadium is not just resting on the supports on the ground, it's also on the cable system. Laura Elstrad says, I like Slocum Joe's, but it isn't too law-friendly, but I don't mind. Yeah, I've never had a problem with things being not too law-friendly, you know. If you know me at all, you'll know that a lot of people say my stuff needs to be more law-friendly. So, it's up to you whether if you want to go ahead and download it for that reason. But, you know, I'm okay with things not necessarily being law-friendly all the time. I'm certainly okay with that. Alright, let's go ahead and add another one right here. I don't know how many of these I'll add, but we want a good amount. You know, we want it to look believable. That they actually have put a lot of effort into trying to keep this place from tumbling down. You know, because it would take a lot of money to go ahead and replace everything, you know? A lot of caps. A lot of caps. Well, but yeah, just melt down the caps and build a house out of it. Why not? You know? Makes sense for me. Okay, so we're the ones with no rails. Industrial catwalk. One way, no rails. Boom! There we go. Fantastic. That is also done. Fantastic stuff. Alright, so now that is done. Oh, we've got a notification there. What have we got? Connor Shannon has donated €2 through the super chat and says, hi, love your mods. Oh, thanks very much for that, Connor. That's very, very kind of you. Everyone in the chat, Connor, 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 Connor. Everyone chat, can remember super chat for donating €2 via the super chat system to the stream. That is absolutely fantastic. You help keep everything ad-free and ensure that we can have fun like this all the time. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Connor. And everyone chant Connor, 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 Connor Shannon. Where is the €2? No, okay, stop doing Arnold Schwarzenegger right now. Stop that right now, Final Render. That's cringe. Stop that. I almost need like a cringe alarm. Here we go. I've got a cringe alarm here. That's my new cringe alarm. Every time I say something cringy, I've got to bang the cringe alarm. Okay, maybe do it on screen though, so it doesn't make such a loud, obnoxious noise when I hit it. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and grab another one of those sections right here, one of those tool radio sections. And bring it over this way. We need to find a section where we can place this. And have it kind of make sense, you know, so it's fairly nearby. Probably something like that. The whole idea of a suspension bridge is that you don't necessarily need too many anchor points. You just need to be able to have them so that you don't actually have too much slack on the cables, I believe. Alrighty. So we got that right there. Sweet. And now this is the idea I had for the rest of the anchor points. We needed something taller. But I also wanted to go ahead and add some security. So why not go ahead and grab some of these Diamond City security towers? I believe this is where the guys who would be watching the baseball game and, you know, doing the scores and the rules and stuff like that, I believe they would sit up in one of these little nests, I think. I don't know. Baseball isn't really popular over here in the UK. Let's go ahead and get it straight. Go ahead and get it straight. There we go. That's now straight. And we can go ahead and raise this up here. And I like this idea because not only does it kind of work with the whole Diamond City aesthetic, but also it does look kind of cool, you know? And we can also have like a spotlight up there or something, you know? Give an extra functionality. Go ahead and put it that way. And let's see. Got to line this up properly. Now line this up properly so it kind of works and matches aesthetically. Ah, you see that bit is glitching through there. But if we go ahead and move it just a little bit back, now that part is actually going in between those rails, you know? Just like that. Yeah, that's good. And maybe move it a bit. Just like that. There you go. That looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? So yeah, I don't think you as the player can actually go up that ladder. Don't think you can do that. But we have an extra anchor point to add cables to. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and add another one of them to the other section over there that we added. You see, it's already starting to get quite a lot of height. It's starting to get quite a lot of height already. So let's go ahead and throw this in here. Alright, and also, by the way, some good news, people. I finally got around to recording some Subnautica, and there will be a Subnautica video tomorrow. So therefore, you'll be able to go ahead and watch a Subnautica video when we are not streaming tomorrow. We won't be streaming tomorrow. I've got a brand new streaming schedule to where we have a day streaming, then no streaming. A day streaming, no streaming. That means I still have time to go ahead and make the regular video content, not just streaming all the time. You know what I'm saying? I think that's actually quite a sensible thing to do, you know? I've just noticed something, actually. This one's a little bit too far, isn't it? Can I put it like that? There we go. That should be good. Sweet. So yeah, imagine we can also put like some spotlights on top of that and things as well. I think that'll be really, really nice. So now, markers. Go ahead and turn on our markers now so we can go ahead and add a new cable point. So now, can we just daisy chain the same cable? No, we can't. Okay. So what we need to do is line this section up right here. Just like that. Do we want it there? It would make more sense to actually kind of anchor it to the metal, wouldn't it? Anchor it to the metal. Actually, turn this off for now. There's something else I want to do. Conduit. We need a conduit. Just so it looks like the cable can attach to something, you know? Just won't actually do anything. But just kind of a regular workshop conduit. You know what I'm saying? These are all volt conduits. Yeah, that's not what I want. What's it called then, if it's not called a conduit? Type in power. Go into static, maybe. We'll probably just get loads of power armor. So if you have power armor fist, Pridwin power cable. Power cable for the Pridwin. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's a cool looking one. And power box static. What is that? Oh, that one, yeah. I suddenly thought of the power team. You know those kind of Christian guys who would go and just break stuff in front of the schools? Do you remember them? Yeah, they were weird, weren't they? But hey. Ah, that's what I want. Diamond roof greave. That looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and add that. No need to kind of fit the Diamond City aesthetic already. But it looks pretty good. Looks quite unusual. Let's go ahead and rotate that around just like that. And pop it onto there. I just hope that people actually understand that these cables are not power cables, but they are suspension bridge cables. I hope so. Alright, so what else are people saying in the chat? Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, Joseph T. Rogolino says, cat, 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 dog, cat. Hey, throwing a dog in there. Throwing a dog into the works. That's pretty cool. What else have we got? Oh, we have got another Twitter image right here. Indeed we have. Let's see what we've got. We got this one right here. And who is this from? Sorry, this is from Nick, ITH Nick. And he is watching the live stream and doing some modding himself. Looks like he's doing something in the cryo lab of Vault 111. Thanks very much for sending in your message. Man, I look derpy there. I look very derpy right there, don't I? Oh, you're Scotty. You're Scotty X. Oh, okay. Awesome. Thanks very much for sending in your fantastic tweet right there. That is absolutely awesome. And we got a notification there. What have we got? Connor Shannon has donated €2 for the super chat saying, love your builds. Connor, that's very nice of you. Is that another donation from you? Or has that just popped up twice? It's got different messages. So everyone, again, Connor, 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 Connor. Everyone chant Connor in the super chat for donating another €2. That is very, very kind of you indeed. That's €4 he's donated so far. That is absolutely fantastic. Thanks very much. And now he's donated another euro through super chat. Connor, 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 Connor. I think Connor is just trying to fill the entire donator label on the top right of the screen, isn't he? He just wants to see his name, Connor, 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 constantly. Connor, 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 Connor Chameleon. He donates money to final render streams. See, that didn't sound that bad, did it? Oh, who am I kidding? It did. Thanks very much, Connor. That is very, very kind of you to go ahead and donate that money to the stream. That is really, really kind of you. And what I'm thinking, people, in terms of money from the stream, I would love to go ahead and get a new graphics card. You know, help keep the videos going and stuff like that. Because I got the 970, but for some big builds, this one is probably going to be a good example. But unfortunately, it can lag a little bit when recording at 60 frames a second, 1080p. So I'm thinking I might go ahead and get like a GTX 1070 Ti, something like that. And assuming the cryptocurrency miners don't have their way with the markets for too much longer, or at least they come up with some kind of alternative for the currency miners, that is, then, you know, it's not too ridiculous to go ahead and we can do that pretty soon. So, but as long as you guys donate, we can go ahead and consider that option. Alright, so what I need to do now, you can't actually daisy chain cables together using the same marker. So what you need to do is just duplicate it like that, and then go ahead and make a new one. Just like that. Alright, so we had metal cable spline 01 wind, didn't we? Metal one? Yes, that's what we had. And of course, what we did after that to go ahead and make it lower, we held S and then clicked up and down to adjust its scale. But we said we were kind of happy with the scale as it was, didn't we? It's pretty thick and beefy, and that's the way we like it here on Final Render. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, you're damn right I'm right. Okay, so Control-Alt-S, and then drag down with the mouse. There we go. Maybe make it a little less. Just like that. There we go. So we've got another cable right there. Part of our suspension cable network. Yep, looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Might actually have to add like 2 cables or something to kind of give the impression that it is an actual suspension bridge, shouldn't we? Oh, no, never mind. Alright, so now, let's do the same for another one. Do the same for this one over here. Go ahead and grab the conduit right there. Drag it across. So this is something I've been looking forward to doing on the stream for a while. You know, going ahead and finally getting this cabling going. Because we've been doing so much, obviously, building the actual city itself, you know? So going ahead and actually starting to work on this cabling idea, I think is pretty darn sweet. Kind of makes it believable once we add all of this. Kind of gives it a certain amount of structural integrity, which isn't obviously needed. You know, it's not going to fall down when we jump in game or anything, because it's just going to float in the air. But it makes it look believable. Makes it look believable indeed. Going to put that in there, just like that. That's actually glitching through. How's that looking? Yep, that's good now. Alright, so let's go ahead. Oh, have we got another notification there? Brothers United has donated $15 via the PayPal and says, "Hey Final, I would like you to build in the old railway brace under Slocum Joe's in Lexington. Thanks, keep up the great work." The one under the Slocum Joe's in Lexington. That's the switchboard, isn't it? That's the name of the old railroad section, isn't it? Yeah, I actually have had a lot of requests for that. I don't really know what I can do with it, where I can build, but there is the kind of main section you get to at the end of the quest, you know, the end of the quest, and that might be a good idea. In fact, I believe there actually are mods which have it already pre-scrapped, which makes it easier. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do that at some point. Thanks very much for the $15 PayPal donation. $15 PayPal dollar. Yeah, that's exactly what it said. Thank you very much for the $15 donation via PayPal, buddy. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. I really do mean that. Okay, let's go ahead. Do we actually have any other Twitter notifications as well? That's something I want to know. That's something I want to know. I haven't seen any right now. No, that's cool, but we are noticing where I'm getting some followers and stuff like that, so that's pretty sweet. Indeed. Indeed, a Rooney. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So now that's done, go ahead and find our end marker again. So what is it? Spline end point marker. Yep, here it is right here. Drag it right there. Turn the markers back on, please. Turn the markers back on. Markers back on. Creation kit. Creation kit. There we go. Now the markers are back on. Thank you very much for that, creation kit. Sure took your time there, didn't you? He's like, oh, I'm having a little bit of a fit. Ooh. Alrighty. There we go. Throw that in there. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Indeed, a Rooney. So what's the people saying? What's the people saying in the chat and stuff like that? People are saying, Brothers United. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. Katniss PSN says, 1070 Ti with water cooling is around $630 US on EVGA's website. I'll have to look into that then. I'll have to look into that. When you say it's with water cooling, do you mean it's just a water cooling block? Or is it like an AIO? Because I don't have water cooling in my system. But if it's an AIO, then that would actually be pretty darn good, actually. Alright, so now that that's there, go ahead and duplicate that marker. Sweet, so now it's already selected. Go ahead and do that. And hit P. And we want metal cable 01 wind. There we go. And it said we liked its size, didn't we? We liked its size, so go ahead, Control Alt S. Give it a little bit of slack. There we go. I'm looking forward to going in game and like conjuring up a rad storm to see how it looks in the wind and stuff, you know? I think that would be quite cool. There we go. So we've got some cabling right there. How about we go ahead and where is the big radio tower? Where is the big radio tower? Did we even add it? Oh, we just moved it. God darn it, we just moved the radio tower. It's over there. I thought we duplicated it. Let's go ahead and definitely get a duplicate of it now. Again, this is to go ahead and kind of anchor it to these radio towers. And a radio tower as an anchor point makes perfect sense. Not only are they really structurally strong already, but they don't take many resources. You know, it's all kind of built out of triangles. So therefore, it's a really strong, natural shape for sparing load. Actually, much more stronger than, say, a square one. So if we can go ahead and anchor them to this, and also anchor them to, say, like the grandstands and stuff, then in theory our cabling system will have good weight distribution throughout the entire thing. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and turn our markers back on. Turn our markers back on just like that. Alright, so now, anchor point there. Go ahead and get a duplicate of it. Line it up with the tip of our radio mast here. And this will obviously add an awful lot of height to the place as well. It will make it believable. And this kind of structural part which I'm adding right now to this tower actually can go a bit taller. So therefore on the back section we can have it be even taller. And you know, we'll kind of have like a rising crescendo, kind of like a pyramid. You know, the further you look away, the bigger it looks. Which is exactly the kind of look we want. That's exactly the kind of look we want. Let's go ahead and throw that down there. And I've just noticed something which I really want to take a look at. What is that over there? If you look over here on these chairs, you can't actually go onto these chairs. I'm just curious now. But there is a teleport marker over here. What's this a teleport marker for? The player literally, physically can't come here to where I am right now. What is this? COC marker head. And oh, that's for the map. Oh, okay. I was really curious to know what that was. Really curious to know what that was indeed. But yeah, interesting thing. Do you see this yellow grid here? This kind of yellow wall? That's a collision box. The player literally can't pass that yellow point. So yeah, this section the player can't even go to just yet. We'll have to move it ourselves so that the player can actually walk up there. Alright, that was just curiosity. You know, curiosity did kill the cat and stuff, I know, but I was very curious. Go ahead and duplicate that. And now click on this marker here. And hit P. Has that worked? I don't see the cable. I don't see the cable. So I guess it didn't. Alright, so I've got that selected. Check. That is selected. I'll select that one there. Yeah. P. Huh. Maybe I need to actually just hit OK before it'll appear. Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay, it just didn't appear for some reason. That's very odd. Might be an idea to add multiple cables to this one, actually, just so it actually kind of gives the appearance that they're trying to get a lot of weight distribution onto that one system, you know? And we'll have to have multiple anchor points all to these things. Alright, so... Oh, we got another notification there. What have we got as a notification? Brothers United has donated $25 via PayPal and says, "Hey, me again. Just wanted to say thanks for the inspiration and the great times. God bless." Oh, Brothers United. Thanks so much for that, buddy. That's really kind of you. Really kind of you. Thank you very much. Brothers, 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 brothers. Everyone chant Brothers United in the chat for donating $25. That's what? That's 40 US dollars. Is it US dollars? I don't even know. But he's donated $40 now to the chat. That is really kind of you, dude. I'm always amazed by people's kindness in the chat when we're going ahead and building these, you know, these superstructures that we've been doing recently. You know, whether it's Virgil's lab or this. I've always been amazed by people's kindness. And thank you so much. It really does go a long way. It really will. Thank you very much, buddy. That is a huge amount of money that you have donated to this stream. That's really, really kind of you. Oh, what else are people saying in the chat? What else are people saying in the chat? Let's check the Twitter as well, actually. Oh, here we go. We got some more Twitter selfies of people watching the stream. Who have we got right here? Oh, we've got another notification there quickly. I've got to check that first. Connor Shannon has donated €2 and says, "Check your Twitter for my build." Okay, we were literally just checking Twitter. And everyone again, Connor, Connor, Connor. Thank you very much for donating another €2 via the Super Chat, Connor. That is very, very kind of you. So yeah, we actually have a Twitter selfie from Olivia right here. There's Olivia sending in a picture of herself watching the stream. Thanks very much, Olivia. Hello. Thank you very much. Olivia is actually one of the sub-moderators on the Discord. And another notification, Lord Snugglefin has just subscribed. Thank you very much for subscribing, Lord Snugglefin. Very much welcome to the chat, indeed. So yeah, that was a quick selfie from Olivia, who is a sub-moderator on the Discord. You can go ahead and subscribe to the Discord if you want to go ahead and chat to me and other people in the Final Render community and the Fallout community in general. Now, let's take a look at Connor's build, shall we? Since he wanted us to take a look. What has he got? Alright, he sent us a picture here on Twitter of his build. Can we get a bigger version of this? Indeed we can. Oh. Ooh. So where is this then? This is at... Is it called Somerville Place? The place with the robots at. You know, the place near Sanctuary Hills. That's what this place is. That's looking alright. You've got a good structural wall around there. You've got a lot of space to build some stuff. And you've really worked with the aesthetic of the buildings that are already there and added to it. Not bad, dude. Not bad. And I see you do have a little Slocum Joe thing down there as well. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Is that Curie down there as well, by the way? Just right there, since it says Command Curie. And there's a little notification of someone just right there. Is that her? I don't know. I have no idea where Curie is in my game. No matter how many times I've tried to find her in-game, even using console commands, haven't been able to find her anywhere. Absolutely bizarre, indeed. Absolutely bizarre indeed. Okay, so now that is there. Why don't we go ahead, we're an hour in now, so why don't we go ahead and take a look at what we built so far. You know, we've got a few other things to do to sort out this cabling, but normally at about an hour in, we go ahead and jump in-game and see what the cabling stuff looks like so far, which will be a very good thing to do. Makes sense to do that rather than spending ages and ages and ages building it, only to then go in-game and go, looks a bit pants, it does. You know what I mean? One thing I do want to do, though, before we actually do that, I want to go ahead and find the lights layer. Do you remember this is the layer that we worked on earlier? in the last stream when we added all these lights. I want to go ahead and select all the loaded references in the layer and get rid of them. I don't want this layer anymore. As I said, you know, not happy with it. Let's go ahead and delete all of that. Okay, residential street lamp. Yep, these are all okay. Because I added all these assets myself, these duplicate lamps. So no worry about that. They can all go. Sweet. Alright, so they're gone now. Problem solved. Save it. Push it to the mod file. And close out the creation kit. Okay, so now it's time to go ahead and jump in game. Time to go ahead and jump in game. And by the way, everyone. What happens when we hit an hour? We've been streaming for an hour now, people. We've been streaming for an hour. What does that mean? It means a like spike, everyone, and a share spike. Let's go ahead and get our share spike going right here. Go ahead and get the share spike going. I'm going to do the same. So here we go. Go ahead and quickly grab this now. We are still streaming with lots of fun interaction. Come join the stream now. Boom! There's my part of the share spike. Everyone else has to go ahead and get the share spike going. We do the share spike every hour on the stream. So let's go ahead and see if we can get everyone share spiking and like spiking. That is exactly what we need. Alright, so now that is done. Pull up the old Nexus mod manager right there. Oh yeah, and just if you're curious, here is a quick preview of the thumbnail for tomorrow's Subnautica video. Well, when it loads, that is. It's a bit dark right now. Yes. There we go. There's a preview of the thumbnail for tomorrow's Subnautica video. That kind of lets you in for what you're going to see in tomorrow's Subnautica video. But, of course, if you follow me on the Discord, if you're a member of the Discord server, you can actually watch the video right now, of course, which is exactly what we would like to see more people of. More people having fun in the Discord would be a fantastic thing. Yep, that is ready to go. Oh, actually, let's quickly check this. Ah, you see, yep, we need to go ahead and adjust this file as well. It always goes ahead and changes the numbers on this. It changes the position of where the game will load. It always tries to open up on the other monitor. There we go, fixed it now, so it will open up on this display right here. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so what else are people saying in the chat? Olivia says, render rulers. Render rulers? Come and join the render community. That's exactly what we want to see. More people, the renderlings we came up with a name with. That's exactly what we wanted. Late to the Fallout says, share spike, indeed. Everyone get that share spike going. Everyone get that share spike going. Alright, so what's the people saying? What's the people saying? Okay, God's Toast says, I hope you have a great day. Oh, you see, that's just general kindness, isn't it? Just general kindness. People are saying there's lag. People are saying there's lag. Is there lag right now? Let me just quickly check this. Pause the music for a sec. Okay, God's Toast says, I hope you have a great day. Yes, indeed there is lag between my camera and that. Just turning the camera on and off usually fixes that. Laura Elstrad says, render, gotta hit the road. I gotta move over to my cell to take you guys with me. Oh my gosh. What are you up to? What are you up to, Laura? What are you up to? Okay, so, how's the lag being fixed now? Let me check it here. Yep. Okay, and Brothers United has donated another $15. How about a donation spike, lol? Yeah. We can have a donation spike if you want. Who else wants to start the donation spike? Brothers, 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 brothers. Brothers, thank you very much for that, buddy. That is very, very kind of you. Thank you very much, everyone. Cham, brothers, 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 for going ahead and donating another $15 in the super chat. That is very, very kind of you. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and jump in game now. Finally, Brothers United. That is so kind of you, buddy. You've donated $55 to the stream so far. That is really, really kind of you. Really kind of you. But if anyone else wants to follow what Brothers United says and get a donation spike, then go for it. Go for it. You can go ahead and obviously donate via PayPal directly if you want to, if you prefer that, of course. You can donate via the super chat, which goes via your Google account, which can also be linked via PayPal. So, you know, same kind of thing. And what else is there? There is also the Patreon. You can go ahead and support that if you want to as well. Or you can sponsor the YouTube chat. And if you sponsor on YouTube, that is very much like a subscriber on Twitch. Grab my peasant stick. And that is where you'll actually get special emotes in the chat. So if you go ahead and sponsor the YouTube channel, I'll be able to make some custom Fallout 4 and final render emotes. Sorry, I'm just sorting this cable out right now. So you guys in the chat who are sponsors can get special recognition in the chat. How do I do this now? God darn it. Yeah. You know when your cable is stuck under the wheel of your kind of movable chair, you know? And it just gets stuck in between the little wheel and you can never get it out no matter how much you try. Hate that. Okay. Peasant stick plugged in. Peasant stick is plugged in. I always use a wired 360 controller when I'm going ahead and doing all of these shots. And the reason I do that is because with analog sticks you can get much smoother movements than you could if you were using, say, your keyboard and mouse. Because, well, maybe not the mouse, but the keyboard is digital. You know, it's only on or off. You're either pressing the button or you're not to go forward or back, so you can't vary the speed. But with an analog stick, you can certainly do that. And Affected Wind has donated $5 through Super Chat saying, donation spike. Wind, 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 wind. Yes, guys, donation spike. I like this. I like the donation spike. Thank you very much, buddy. But no, guys, that is awesome. Thanks so much for donating there. You know, as I've already said, you know, a new graphics card is something which I would definitely like to consider. And if really, who was it who said it about the EVGA card? I like EVGA stuff. Saying that you can get a water-cooled one for like $650 US. EVGA, what's it called? 1070 Ti. See if I can find that on their website. You know, I've kind of put that there for now so that I can go ahead and take a look at it later. Oh yeah, it totally is there. It totally is there. EVGA. A water-cooled GeForce 1070 Ti gaming graphics card for $630 US. One per household. Yep, okay, that's a very good thing that they're doing. They're limiting them to one per household. And it's water-cooled. It's an AIO as well. Look at that, people. Look at that graphics card right there. 1070 Ti. 629 US dollars. 1607 base clock. 1683 boost clock. 8 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM. 8000 megahertz memory clock. 256 gigahertz memory bandwidth. Warranty 3 years. I'd have to look into that. I'd really have to look into that. I'd really have to look into that indeed. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump in game now. Jump in game. And see what we can do. After we've kind of got our shots in game, we'll go ahead and jump back into the creation kit, of course. Go to check the Twitter and stuff like that again. And see what's up. What we need to do quickly, though, we need to go ahead and sort out the weather and stuff like that. The weather in Diamond City Cell, it's very weird. There's a lot of stuff going on that I need to look into, with like how it changes shadows depending where you're standing and stuff like that. And also, the weather is a bit more sporadic in general. I need to look into that and see, can I make that a bit easier to handle. So that's that. Weather is fixed. Set. Oh, dead. Caps lock off. Set game hour. Set game hour to 11. 11 in the morning, I find, is typically the nicest sunlight in game. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so let's kind of take a step back. It will look very laggy for you, by the way, people. Because I'm actually playing this game at, right now, looking at what we're building, it's currently at about 50 frames a second. But you guys are actually looking at it in 30. So, you know, you're getting incorrect frame rates on your end. Alright, so yeah, look at that. Look at that. That ain't bad, is it? That ain't bad at all. Like, it is there. I might lower the cable a little bit because it doesn't quite look like it's fully attached. You know, it looks a bit too thick for where it's attached to. If we go up there, yeah. I'm feeling this, people. This looks really cool. This looks really cool indeed. And imagine these going all the way across. What does it look like going across to there? Yeah, going across to there, you can see it goes to this big radio tower, which goes all the way down there. Oh, we got another notification there. I need to check this quickly. Sorry, we need to go ahead and check this. Quickly. Before I miss it, Oh, Lord Snugglefin has donated £5 and says, with a little bit more courtesy of Her Majesty the Queen. Oh, man, have a little bit more money courtesy of Her Majesty the Queen. Dude, thank you so much for that, dude. Everyone, Snugglefin. Everyone chatting Lord Snugglefin for donating via the Super Chat. in the fantastic donations. Thank you very much, buddy. Or was it via the Super Chat or was it via the PayPal, actually? I completely missed that part, actually. I didn't see if that was Super Chat or PayPal, but thank you very much for that, buddy. £5 donation right there. And if you're in the US, that's probably about, oh, I don't know what it is right now. It changes so much. It's probably like $8, $9, something like that. So thank you very much for that, buddy. That is very, very kind of you indeed. Snuggle Finn, Snuggle Finn. But yeah, I really like this. So yeah, these obviously don't work. These are static, and obviously they are much bigger than the normal ones. But it's looking pretty darn good. I like the idea, I really do. Let's go ahead and turn on God mode for a second. Turn on God mode so I can jump off this, so I can jump off the roof, no problem. And take a look at it from the entrance of Diamond City. That's what I really want to see. And also turn off my EMB. The EMB is very extreme in Diamond City. See, now you can see stuff, but my EMB is very extreme for inside Diamond City. Holy moly. Look at that. That looks pretty darn cool, doesn't it? The frame rate's terrible. But that looks pretty darn ace. Let's go ahead and turn off the menus right there. Get a photo of that. Because that looks pretty darn cool, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and see if I can turn on the free camera again. So this is without the EMB. So no depth of field and stuff like that. Wow. 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 That looks pretty darn cool, doesn't it? I'm sure you agree. That looks pretty darn cool. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and jump out of game now. Jump out of game. And I've probably got to reset the camera now as well, because people are saying that it's lagging again. When you say there's lag, people, do you mean lag between me speaking? Oh yeah, I can see it on my preview. Yeah, I can totally see that. Okay, let's reset the camera. And turn it back on again. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this is looking. Looks pretty good. Go ahead and close Fallout 4, please. You can't actually have the Creation Kit and Fallout 4 open at the same time. You know, it lags a bit too much if you do that. Because, you know, you've got two quite demanding programs open at one time. Oh, there we go. Canis PSN says, it's going to look even nicer once the railings are all texture swapped. Yeah, I'm going to swap the textures to be rusted. So it actually kind of matches the Diamond City aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Alright, so what else are people saying? Gabriel says, I play Fallout 3 at Intel Core 2 Duo and 450 Radeon. Yeah, an important thing, if you're actually playing Fallout 3 on modern day systems, is that it can only recognize dual core systems. So you actually need to go into the INI and adjust it so that it thinks you've only got 2 cores, even if you've got, say, 4 or 6, or in my case, 8, you know? So you need to go ahead and do that. Oh, we got another notification. What have we got? Connor Shannon again donating another euro through Super Chat. Connor. Everyone chat Connor in the Super Chat for donating €1 via the Super Chat. That is very, very kind of you. Thank you so much, buddy. Again, you donated a lot in the chat this evening as well. So many people have been donating a lot of money in the chat. It's absolutely fantastic. Alright, what I need to do now, I need to go ahead and load up the cell. Because that can take a long time loading the cells. And when that's loading, we can go ahead and look through the Twitter and stuff like that. See if there's anything new. See if there's anything new, Gromit. See if there's anything new. Oh, Eurovision apparently is trending on Twitter, is it? The UK has chosen its entry for Lisbon. Lisbon? What, UK has voted for Lisbon? Oh, I don't know. Notification there. Brothers United has donated another $10. Says, alright, I'm going to head out, but I'll give you a little more. See you, everyone. Oh, Brothers United. Thanks so much. Brothers. Thank you very much for donating another $10 via the Super Chat, Brothers United. That is really kind of you. Hopefully, you're actually back in time for the end of the stream. That'll be very, very kind of you indeed. But thank you very much for donating. I hope you actually have a safe trip out and hope to see you again soon. Thank you very much for that, Brothers United. That's very, very kind of you. And remember, everyone, chant, brothers. Go ahead and do that. I was actually doing like a weird chant thing, kind of on camera, but I was doing that. I'm glad you didn't actually see that on camera. Looked a bit, you know, that was something ready for the cringe button right there. The cringe button right there. Okay, so what else are people saying in the chat while this is loading? Okay, so Medicine9 says, hey bro, I play Fallout 4 and I also mod. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty darn cool indeed. I hope you do some good stuff. Alright, so anything else appearing on the Twitter? I should go ahead and open up the cell first. Anything else appearing on Twitter? Yes, we have got more notifications on Twitter. What have we got? Chrissy Reed has tweeted in, enjoying the stream with her selfie right here. Here is Chrissy Reed, says, at final render, loving the stream. Thanks very much, Chrissy Reed. Thanks very much for sending in you, enjoying the stream. That is awesome. Do we have anyone else? Oh, we got someone here. Who have we got? Moon OGK says, still watching, man. And indeed, there he is, watching me, going like this. Indeed, you know, the resemblance is uncanny. Yeah, thank you very much for sending in you watching the stream. Oh, we've got another one here. Affected Wind says, I'm doing some building also. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, my, look at that dog meat down there. Holy, that's the demon dog meat. Wow. All right, so what is he building? Oh, he's building a little kitchen by the look of it. He's got some nice shiny stuff like the stove and the bin. He's got some... Oh, I like those lights, actually. I've always liked using those lights. And he's clearly done a lot of stuff with his UI using the heads-up mod and stuff. That's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. Where is this, then? I'm trying to look. Where's that radio tower and that? Again, is that near Somerville Place? Or, like, near Lexington? Just a guess right there. All right, so... cell is now loaded. Okay, sweet. So let's go ahead and turn off the markers. And, of course, find our layer. Find our layers right here. And find our final render layer. That one right there. Made that the active layer. Sweet. Now we're not going to affect anything else in the other layers. Oh, and also, where is it? Turn off the Christmas light stuff. So that we don't actually accidentally change any of that. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Okay, we've got 64 people watching right now, according to YouTube. And according to this here, it says there are 82 people watching. So is that broken again as well? We've had a few things with the alerts break, haven't we? We've had a few things with the alerts break. So that's a huge shame. I don't know. Later the Fallout says, how come I can only see a grey screen? A grey screen? Huh. I don't know. Hopefully that was just because we were looking at kind of a preview or something like that. I hope there's nothing wrong with it. I hope not. Anyways. Alright. So now that's done, let's go ahead and add some more anchor points and stuff using the cables. Oh, I also wanted to lower the first cables, didn't I? Let's go ahead and do that now before I forget. Go ahead and do that before I forget. Go ahead and do that. And lower them down a bit. Just like that. And the same for the other ones that are in place. There we go. That's a bit nicer. Just like that. Just like that. Sweet. Now that that's done, we can go ahead and add the rest of it. So we've got a marker right there. I'm thinking we could probably add it to that point right there. There's kind of a metal post there. Again, extra anchor point. Good for distribution. The more anchor points we add, the safer it'll be, in theory. You know? Go ahead and add one right there. Okay, it's not a very sturdy anchor point, but it's an extra anchor point, you know? The point is the way it's distributed across the cables, not to the anchor points themselves. I believe that's how suspension bridges work anyway. Go ahead and add that right there. Okay, so while that one is selected, grab this one, duplicate it, go back to this one, hit it, and now, which button was it? It was the P button. P button right there, and metal cable spline wind. Okay, boom, there we go. Control-Alt-S, give it a bit of slack, just like that. Boom, there you go. We've got a big old cable right there. That's fantastic. And again, you know, we'll probably... shall we have the other anchor points now? No, I'll probably do that. I'll probably do that off stream, you know. I'll probably do the extra anchor points. We would probably add an anchor point there, and there. Oh, another notification there. What have we got? Connor Shannon coming at us with another €2 via the super chat. And says, check your Twitter for your thank you. Bye. He's given us a special thank you message, has he? He's given us a special thank you message. Let's go ahead and check this out on the Twitter. Go ahead and check out Connor. Nope, dear. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and see that. I think I've already seen the message, apparently, actually. Yeah, because there's no other new notifications. But we do have another image right here. And who is this from? This is from the Andy7. Andrew Judge has sent in this image. Sent in this image right here. And says, at final render, JJ Abrams has infected me game. I can see what you mean there, buddy. I can see what you mean. Where you are standing right now, in game, you know, by that big ship, that is the site of the Fallout New Vegas build I did, the one of the Lucky 38. Well, that's pretty cool. Right on that spot right there. Thank you very much for sending in your photos, people. That is absolutely fantastic. So we go ahead and see, actually get faces to the names, you know, faces to the names. I can actually know who we're talking to and stuff like that, you know. It's okay if you want to remain anonymous, I don't blame you. But it's pretty cool to know what some of you guys look like, isn't it? Pretty cool indeed. Okay, so, I'm not going to add this anchor point straight to that one. I'm going to go ahead and add an extra tower as well. Go ahead and add an extra tower. Do you remember we went ahead and kind of made these kind of little offshoots right here? And that's what we used to go ahead and place the towers onto. That way we're not actually obstructing the main walkways. Because these main walkways are pretty much big enough to get 2 or 3 people walking on. So it's actually quite wide. It is about as wide as a typical street. These walkways may be a bit thinner. So it actually works quite well in terms of size. So having these little offshoots here kind of works in terms of making it look like it's part of health and safety. You know? I think that's a good way to do it anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. And we also need to replace these railings with the one-way, no railings. So one-way, no railings. Do you see it there? One-way, no rails. You might not see that. My camera might be blocking it a bit there. But there we go. Go ahead, throw that there. And let's go ahead and grab that. Grab our tower. And we'll grab the conduit while we're here. And we'll go ahead and throw it all the way this way. Oh, sorry. So not only does it work kind of aesthetically from the idea of making something look like that it actually is trying to support its own weight, but it also works for Diamond City because these towers here are actually only found in Diamond City already. So we're using assets that are in Diamond City in other parts of Diamond City, you know? So it actually works not just from a technical standpoint, but also from a design standpoint as well. And we'll go ahead and duplicate that end marker there. Move that over to there. Let's go ahead and see if we can line this up one quickly and easily. In theory, the height should be the same still. In theory. Yep, the height still appears to be the same. That is no problem whatsoever. Alright, let's go ahead and throw that on there. Can be a bit hard to rotate around endpoint markers because they don't actually have proper axes when you go ahead and rotate around them. So hopefully we can go ahead and do this no problem. Indeed we can. Duplicate that one. Select that one. Press P. Metal cable spline 01 wind. Sweet. Control Alt S. Drag it down a bit. Boom. There we go. Another cable right there. Fantastic stuff. And again, these should move in the wind, you know, which is pretty darn cool. Alright, so what else are people saying in the chat? Later the Fallout says, hey, the little one just got home and is excited to catch the last part of the stream. Oh, late to the Fallout. Say hello to your little one for me. Or late to the Fallout's little one. You alright? How you doing? Nice to see you. I heard you actually did enjoy watching the last stream. So thanks very much for tuning in then. And thanks very much for tuning into this one as well. Thank you very much. That is absolutely awesome. You see, it's great when people get their entire families watching, isn't it? You know, it's not just you as an individual. It's you and your family and all your friends and stuff. And not only that, but everyone is friends here. You know, everyone is friends here. There's not many nasty people in this community. And if there are, then they get called out pretty darn quickly. And then they either say sorry or they just decide to leave, you know? Nasty people don't stick around. Because, you know, nice people always kind of outwin the bad people, you know? That's a lesson I learned long ago. And it really does stand with this community. Not only that, but I won't have it. I won't have people being nasty to people in the chat here. Alright, so we've got that marker there. Sweet. Now let's go ahead and duplicate that. Click on that. And P. You see, it doesn't actually take too long to make these wires. And you can do other ones as well. You know, you can do black wires. You can do another kind of black wire. You can do red ones. You can even do rope. You can do rope ones as well, which is pretty cool. I did think about using rope. I honestly did. Because, you know, that's kind of a cheap way to do it. And in theory, you know, it's still the same principle. Still applies. It's just obviously rope isn't as strong as metal. But, you know, I don't know. I just thought metal would be a bit more appropriate considering the look of Diamond City. There we go. Bit more slack there. Yeah, this is good. This is real good. I like this. And when we have extra cables shooting off. So imagine, you know, there might be like 3 other cables shooting off of this one. Going to there, to there, to there. To as many anchor points as possible. So we get this huge cable network helping suspend this entire section safely. And I do like the idea of kind of duplicating them like that as well. You know, kind of like that. I won't do it for now. I want to kind of get like the rough outline of it done first. And then we'll worry about that kind of stuff. But I'm really in love with this idea. And I hope you are as well. I hope you are as well. Now that that is done, go to grab another one. And we'll move it to that section over there. Go to give it a rotate. Move it back this way. I just realised we haven't been recording this section, have we? Oh dear. Go ahead, hit record there. And scroll in to this section here. Turn on our snapping. And kind of get it lined up with this blue section right here. You know, that way it's kind of in between the grates of the street. Is that right? Yep, that's looking pretty darn good. That's looking pretty darn good indeed. So yeah, unfortunately, doing a lot of stuff with the creation kit can get very time-consuming and a bit boring sometimes. Oh, we got a notification there. What have we got? Connor Shannon has donated another $2 through the €2 through the super chat and says, "Just sent me a Twitter message." Ooh, am I okay with reading this aloud? I'll judge it. I'll judge it. Okay, send me a message on Twitter, has he? How's old Connor? Let's go ahead and see. Alright, so, oh yeah, there we go. He has actually gone ahead and sent us an image of him enjoying the build. Here we go, right here. There is Connor right there, enjoying the build. Oh, dear. Enjoying the build with his Fallout game. Thank you very much. Oh, he's got some Oreos there. Oh, you want to send in an Oreo, buddy? Thank you very much for the euros, but why don't you send in some Oreos as well? Can you donate Oreos? Would you accept a donated Oreo from someone? I don't know if that would be safe to send in the post. I don't know. But thank you very much for your message there, Connor. Thank you very much indeed. That is very kind of you. And I love this idea of people sending in their selfies of them enjoying the stream. That is really awesome. I'm gonna keep this up. I'm gonna keep this up. As long as you send in your pictures, we shall be showing them on the stream. Just obviously don't send rude ones. I see them before they go live. Stuff like that. Alright, so where is the Industrial Catway 1? No rails. There we go. Right there. Sweet. Now that one's in there. Ah, we got a problem with this one. The ladder is intersecting with the next level. So what we need to do is rotate this. Just like that. Oh, wait a sec. We've got to rotate the conduit as well, haven't we? Yep. Click on that too. Rotate this that way. There we go. So we're going to actually line this up quite neatly now because it's interfering with the other part of it. Just like that. Yeah, there's just enough room to do that. This part of the metal is touching that part and that part, as you can just zoom in. But it is going through that. Okay, so we've got to move it just a tiny bit more. Just a tiny bit more. Let's go ahead and turn off the snapping for this part. And where is my... there we go. Trying to line up this very thin part right here. And make it go in between those railings. Just like that. Yep, that's good. That works. Sweet. So now we've got another one right there. And we'll probably go ahead and rotate this one to there as well. Sweet, that works. That works well. Now, next point. Next point. Control D. Drag this along. So are you all enjoying the stream, people? Are you all enjoying the stream? I mean, it's been pretty darn super in terms of the stream. You know, we haven't had much in terms of high number viewers this stream. But we've had a lot of really good interaction and lots of donations, which makes Final Render a very happy bunny. But besides that, it's been really good stream so far. Not only that, but we've actually done good work as well. There's no better work than good work. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you enjoy the work you do. Because I really do enjoy doing this kind of stuff. You know, it is good fun. I obviously do other stuff besides YouTube. But this is probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever done for an income. You know what I'm saying? I think so anyway. And I hope you guys agree that it's all worth it in the end. Let's duplicate that. And click on that one as well. And then P. Metal cable wire spline. We already said we like the thickness of the cable. And we can go ahead and adjust the cable positioning just like that as well. Because it was a little bit out of line with it. Just a little bit out of line. You're out of touch. I'm out of touch. But I'm out of my head when you're not around. There we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good indeed. Okay, so where's the next section going to link up to? That's the next question. Where's the next section going to link up to? I'm very curious about that. But what else have we got indeed? Let's go ahead and see what else we got. Oh, we've got even more notifications on the Twitter, but I'll go ahead and read some of the actual chat in the description first. Let's go ahead and see what people are saying. Let's go ahead and see. Candice PSN says, welcome back, brothers. Oh, brothers is back. Okay, that's cool. Hope you enjoyed your time out. Late to the Fallout says, I like your building by the little one. Oh, Late to the Fallout's little one. It says, I like your building. Oh, thanks very much for that. That's very kind of you to say. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad you enjoy it. All right, Connor Shannon says, in a Vim mug. You've got a mug of Vim? I hope not. Here we are actually drinking some of the Surgeon's Finest. Here we have some of the Surgeon's Finest, Dr. Pepper. I don't know if he's a real doctor, but I certainly appreciate his efforts to fill me with caffeinated material. Other people saying in the chat. Katniss PSN says, a suggestion would be to maybe name the citizens in the upper city after people who donate. That is a very good idea. That's a very good idea. I definitely think we'll do that. I think that'll be a super idea. So, okay, it might mean that we see a random person in the street called, like, Call of Duty X Pwn Triple H or something, but I'm not complaining. I think that's funny. I think that's funny. Right. I wonder. I could put one there, but obviously that's kind of a walkway which you walk on. Let's go ahead and have it here. We'll have the extra part here. That way it kind of crisscrosses across. You know, kind of makes it look a bit messy. We don't want it to be too perfect. We want it to be a little bit messy. Because, hey, what's the point in living life if you can't get your hands dirty? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's go ahead and slot this in here. Just like that. How's that right there? Is that in line? Obviously the snapping point isn't selected to this. Yes, it is in line. Okay, fantastic. I need to do something with this section in terms of adding a railing to it. I don't know if you just got the individual railing parts themselves. So I'll have to go ahead and check that out. Alright, and for this one, turn off those ones. We need to rotate it the same way, but 180 degrees. Go ahead and rotate it 180, just like that. And then go ahead and move it a bit as well. Go ahead and click on the LG thing. Oh, click on the LG thing. There we go. Click on that. And move it a tad that way. Oh, snapping's on there. Turn the snapping off. I don't want that. And just adjust it slightly. Just like that. Just so the tip of that triangle is touching the metal part we already have in place. Because then it's kind of going through the railing. And just touching the metal part right there. Raise it up a bit as well. Sweet. So there's the ladder part. Where's the conduit gone now then? We have a conduit attached to it, don't we? Or do we? Oh. We may have not brought the conduit with us. We brought the endpoint. Huh. That's cool. Okay, so we are back with the stream now, people. That thing that has happened before with Streamlabs randomly closing in on itself just happened again. Yes, so we are still streaming. We are still streaming. Hold on a second. There we go. So yeah, the reason that glitch happens is because for some reason Streamlabs out here, Streamlabs decides randomly to turn itself off in order to go ahead and check for updates. I went ahead to look into it to see is there a way to turn that feature off. There isn't. There isn't a way to turn that off, which infuriates me. Really, really does. So therefore, we are back. I've got to go ahead and work with the camera to go ahead and bring this back. So give me a second to bring the camera back. What I'll probably do while this is loading up. Actually, no, let's just get it over with. Get it over with. Let's go ahead and see if I can sort this on OBS first quickly. I love Streamlabs, I do, but this has got to stop. Or at least I need to find out what the issue is, you know what I'm saying? Because it's happened before, and it was annoying then as well. You know what I mean? Alright, give me a sec. Right, so I'm connecting my camera up the old-fashioned way now. Connecting the old-fashioned way by basically linking it via a USB cable and then capturing a preview of the display window, which isn't good. It's very annoying, in fact. Hello. Alright, so I can see myself now. Let's go ahead and add this to OBS. I need a window capture. Call it EOS. There we go. Yep, okay, that is me. Boom! Hello! You can see me now. Hello. Alright, but I do need to go ahead and turn this on. Oh, but that's got to be down there, isn't it? I'll tell you what, we'll just do that. Move that box down there. This is the ghetto way of using your DSLR in your streams. This is the ghetto way of doing it. Alright, so now that that's there, what I need to do, shrink it down. Just like that. Oh. Kind of like that, yep. And also we need to add a crop and stuff like that. So yeah, I really want to find out why Streamlabs does it, because the software is fantastic at everything. But that is an absolute 100% colossal failure of the streaming software. You know what I'm saying? Absolute colossal failure on its part. I believe it's like 160, maybe like 170 crop. Yeah, something like that. And for the right side, we need like a, I think it's a 200. No, it's much more than that, isn't it? It is like a, I think it's like a 650. Yeah. Yep, close enough. And for the bottom one, we need like a 75 or a 150, maybe a 225. Yep, okay, that's good. And for the top one, we need a 100, a 125. Oh, we need a little more on the left as well, a 180. There we go. So yeah, this is the ghetto way to do it. The ghetto way to do it, and it's not ideal at all. All right, so scale it up a bit. I also need to rotate it, unfortunately. So you may notice there's actually like a little bit of lag, because I'm actually capturing a preview window rather than recording a raw image from the DSLR. So, there's that. Alright, so pop it in like that. And now we need to go ahead and back into the crop, don't we? Oh, go back into the crop. So I am obviously zoomed in much more as well. That's another problem with doing it this way, is that you end up much more zoomed in. Alright, so let's try 750. Is that what I want? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Forget it. You know, I'm just going to rotate the camera a bit. Yeah. How's that? Nope, wrong way. Maybe zoom out a tad. Who loves technical difficulties? Well, it's not even my fault. You know, because here's the thing, people. I've done a lot of work in professional streaming. I don't mean here on YouTube on my channel, but I mean for the sporting industry. Never happens when I'm at work doing it here. But when I do it for myself, you know, using free software and stuff, all of a sudden, it's all a bit more difficult, isn't it? Okay. So now we can actually start building again. Thank heavens. I'm going to have to keep a much closer eye on the... keep a much closer eye on the chat here, because obviously on Streamlabs you can actually see the chat in the same window you can see your stream settings, but here I can't. I've got to have a different window open, so very annoying, really. Very annoying, but it is what it is, you know. Too many people, when they have a technical issue, they just break down and give up, you know. Not me, you know. I see it as a challenge, me. Alright, so we got that there. So where were we? Where were we? We were grabbing this conduit, weren't we? That's what we were doing. So, hello everyone. Nice to see you again. Can I get a share spike to bring back some of these people back into the chat? Because I did notice, oh man, a good chunk of people have now left the stream because of that. Oh dear. Very sorry about that, guys. But as I said, I don't know what the issue is. I might actually just send Streamlabs an email tomorrow. I might just send them an email tomorrow. Be like, hey, you know, I'm Final Render here. Doing lots of good old streams on the good old YouTubes. But your software keeps breaking on me, man. What you doing breaking on my software? I don't know. Alright, so let's duplicate that and bring it towards us. Right now we're duplicating the end spline marker. So throw the end spline marker up right there. And reattach it to this conduit here. And obviously, whilst these conduits are meant to be power conduits, I'm doing it just because it's quite a neat looking way to store a cable. And not only that, but these conduits you can find in Diamond City already. So, kind of matches as well. Duplicate that. Duplicate that. P. Now we can select the wire type we want. Metal cable spline 01 wind. There we go. We got our cable right there. Control Alt S and drag down. Boom. There we go. We got a bit of a saggy wire right there. Bit of a saggy wire. That's what they called me in college. Right. So what's the people saying in the chat then? Affected Wind says, I am here till the end. Well, that's fantastic. Late to the Fallout says, and to see you. Going on. Oh, going on, but with errors. And to see you. Yep, well, thank you very much. Yep, the stream is going on. I Am Empire says, okay, is the stream ending or going on? Stream is going on, as you can probably tell. We got another 15 minutes or so. I probably could end it here, but hey, we always go on for 2 hours, so we're going to go ahead and go on, despite the huge difficulties we just had with the entire stream crashing. So that's fantastic. What are people saying? Late to the Fallout says, love your face. Oh, that's very kind of you. Chrissy Reed says, I'm still here. That is awesome. Glad to hear it. Chelsea Taylor says, such a nice young man. Oh, that's really kind of you, Chelsea. Thank you very much. Very kind of you to say. So now, we need another part to add one here. We'll probably add one there. That'll probably be good. Have them kind of crisscross and we can kind of link them. Yeah, I like that idea. All right, let's go ahead and grab this one. Gonna grab this tower right here. Gonna hit record again. You know, I stopped recording temporarily, seeing as we had that huge technical issue right there. Let's go ahead and duplicate it. And move it to where we want. Go ahead and turn that snapping on again. And rotate this section here. And then once we start to rotate it this way, it should snap on to this bridge pretty neatly. And yeah, we'll have it bit further that way, you know, so it's kind of in the middle, just like that. And we need to swap these over to be, oh, not duplicate, swap these over to be sections of the railings which don't have rails, because pretty much everything in the creation kit is built together like a puzzle kit. You have different variations of pretty much everything, or most things anyway. So this walkway, we have a variation which has no rails. We have ones which have rails only on one side. We have rails only on the short side or on both short sides. Ones with broken ends. You know, the point is they make different variations of pretty much every object. That way the designer doesn't have to worry about not being able to find an object, you know. Hopefully there is a variant in there. Alright, so what else are people saying in the chat? Friday Night Raider says, Friday Night Raider Games and Other Media says, probably the best Fallout build I have ever seen. Oh, dude, that's awesome. We haven't even finished yet. Just you wait till it's finished. And what else have we got? Ogan Fitzgerald says, check the Twitter. Check the Twitter. Let's go ahead and check it out then. Checking it out. Alright, what else have we got? Oh yeah, we do have other notifications and stuff from everyone. We have notifications from people. We have Brody Potts right here. Brody Potts is right here, who is enjoying the stream. Thanks very much for your selfie of you enjoying the stream, buddy. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. What else have we got? What's this? Ogan Fitzgerald. Is this the... oh, no, look at that. That's a cool picture. That looks pretty cool. Is that some fan art on the way? Oh, is that some fan art on the way? That looks pretty cool. There's like a kind of a Raider aesthetic going on right now. You know, we've got like the kind of corrugated metal and stuff. That's looking pretty good, dude. That's looking pretty good. Thank you very much. And I got 2 messages on Twitter as well. Is that from any of you guys? Alright, so yeah, we got... yeah, I've got a lot of messages. Okay, what else have we got? Yep, we got other people and stuff. Sending in messages via the Twitter. I'm just basically going ahead and quickly checking all of this. Yeah, all of this seems to be okay. Oh, wait, we got a notification there. Sorry, I got to check this. Check this quickly. Craig Bulchos has just subscribed. Thank you very much, buddy. That is absolutely awesome. Thank you very much for subscribing right there. It's always great to see new people subscribing, despite the huge technical difficulty. We just had a complete colossal stream crash. So, unfortunately, everything broke down right there. Everything broke down. Oh, what's that notification there? Oh, right, yeah, they were taking the images, weren't we? Okay, any other things on my chat? Because I want to do a little bit more building before we actually wrap up the stream. I've lost the notification thing. There we go. And for Twitter, there we go. Oh, we've actually got an interesting one here. We've got an interesting one here. We have got 2 selfies right here from Angela Dulce. 2 selfies on Twitter from Angela Dulce. We have before and after the crash. So as you can see here, look, I'm in the top image. I am very frantically trying to fix the stream and try to get everything working again. You know, we've got 2 images working at once. And then we have got the one of Angela watching me with the stream fully functional again. Thanks very much for sending in the support. That is very, very kind of you. Before and after the crash. Yes, thank you very much. Obviously, if you want to see your selfies appear on stream, you've got to go ahead and tweet at me, at @finalrender, @_finalrender. No, was it? @final_render. That's it. You can find it in the description as well. And then that is how you send in your selfies so that we can go ahead and see what you look like. That one kid Ollie has just subscribed. Thanks very much for subscribing, that one kid Ollie. That is very, very kind of you. We actually really need to do some more Subnautica content, but not just the content like the video I've got going out tomorrow, but some of the more standalone content like I did last week of like the Ultimate Building Guide, because that video has shot up by like 28,000 views in the last 2 days. So I need to do more of those. I need to do more of those. Yo, I did say maybe I'll do one for decorating. So yep, I definitely need to do that. Now that we've got so many people watching. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw that in there. I'm going to throw that. Connect it to that conduit. Just like that. There we go. And obviously these don't do anything. They're just for show. But I think it's very important to go ahead and have this kind of suspension bridge system, because it makes it really believable, I think, to go ahead and throw that in there. And throw that down just like that. There we go. We'll have a bit of a saggier one there. Have a bit of a saggier one. You know, maybe they only had so much cable, but they didn't quite cut it down to length, so that one's a bit saggier, you know? And, of course, we should probably go ahead and duplicate these as well, if we're linking multiple ones together. Just like that. And go ahead and grab a new marker. Oh, I love this song. I love this song. This song is called JJ, and is part of the YouTube freedom of royalty thing, you know? Royalty-free thing, that's what I wanted to say. Royalty-free music tracks. And I use it a lot in Subnautica. It's a very nice music track, this one. Oh, dear. Go ahead and duplicate that. Yep, and now duplicate that marker. And P. Metal cable 1 spline, wind, there we go. Obviously, since this is a wind spline, in theory it means if there's a rad storm coming into Diamond City, then these cables will blow in the wind, you know? They'll actually blow in the wind and actually have physics, which not all cables in the base game do. So that's very cool. Ah, there we go. So that's all the cabling done for the first section. We'll have to add extra cables to all the other anchor points. You know, we've got this radio tower here, for example. We'll have to have the anchor points going off to there and off to there, for example. The same for the other side. You know, we've got a radio tower there. Have it going off to there, to there, to there, etc. You know what I mean? That way, we can actually end up with a pretty big, thick network of cables. And what I might do tomorrow? Tomorrow, I might just spend a lot of time fixing this. You know, I've still got all these kind of bits of metal on the floor to fix there. And there's the rest of the cable. And I might do all that tomorrow during the day, off stream. And then when we come back on, what day is it today? It is Wednesday today. When we come back on Friday, then we'll go ahead and start adding buildings and stuff. Because we really need to do that, you know, kind of make some progress with that. Kind of design an aesthetic for the buildings. That's the main thing. I don't know what the buildings are going to look like yet. I don't know if I want to do them out of wood, out of metal. Do I want to import kind of pre-built things? Do I want to make them myself from scratch? You know, that sounds good, but that's a lot of effort and it might not look as neat. Alright, so what are people saying in the stream? Normally at this part of the stream, we kind of wind down the stream. You know, with 10 minutes left, we just kind of only talk to the chat. And we also go ahead and read the Twitter and stuff now. And talk about games, talk about movies, you know, anything you guys want to talk about during the last 10 minutes of the stream. So that we can go ahead and get to know the community better. Because that's the best thing about these streaming sessions, is that it's just me and you. It's me and the community. Chatting away, having fun, and enjoying ourselves, you know? So I'm going to make this big. I'm going to make this big on my screen. So I can go ahead and see everything quite nicely. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We'll also go ahead and open up the Twitter as well and see if we've got any more Twitter notifications. Now, there is one thing there. And there we go. Oh, look who it is. It's that naughty little boy, Fatal Krauser. Just tuning in, loving the build stream. Thanks very much, Fatal Krauser. That is very kind of you to say. You guys should all know Fatal Krauser. He is another Fallout 4 YouTuber. And he often enjoys watching the streams. Thanks very much for tuning in your selfie to the stream. Hashtag final selfie or whatever. I need to work out a hashtag for these streams, don't I? But we are ending the stream in just a few minutes, unfortunately. So let's go ahead. And despite the technical difficulties, carry on a little bit. Okay, so what else have we seen? Chrissy Reed says, looking forward to seeing this finished. I'm looking forward to seeing it finished, if I'm honest. I think it's going to be great to see this thing finished. Because I have no idea how it's going to look when it's completely finished, you know? And as I said, I really do want to spend a lot of time optimizing this mod as well. Getting the mod looking really, really good on all systems, you know? So that'll be fantastic. What else have we got? Okay, Candace PSN says, could anchor to buildings once they are in place? Yeah, definitely. That would be a very good idea. Late to the Fallout says, can you please explain X versus Y versus Z? Yes, they are the 3D axes, the three directions. Obviously, you've heard of 3D, three directions. X means across, so things that are horizontal. Y means things that are up and down. And Z is depth. So obviously, if I stop to push my finger towards you, I'm moving my finger on the Z axis, closer towards you. If I move it this way, it is on the X axis for horizontal, and the Y, it's up and down. So those are the three dimensions. And the fourth dimension, of course, is time, which obviously we, as individuals, cannot manipulate. So maybe one day, maybe one day. Craig Ears Carrot says, hi Render, wondering if you saw the SpaceX rocket launch yesterday. I didn't see the entire thing, but I did see, you know, the payoff. You know, I saw the launch thing this morning, and that was really impressive, wasn't it? That was really impressive. It's like, yes, people are excited about rockets again. Maybe I should do some more Kerbal Space Program since people are excited about SpaceX, you know? That's pretty cool. Maybe we could put our own car in space or something. I don't know, put it in orbit. Ogan Fitzgerald says, I have finished the fan art of you for the next stream. Oh, dude, that is awesome. Ogan Fitzgerald has finished the fan art. That's awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. So yeah, next stream will be on Friday. We've started a new kind of timetable to where we have a stream, then a day off, then a stream, then a day off. That means I still have time to fix errors and stuff like this. And also it means we can go ahead and work on regular VOD content. What else have we got? Affected Wind has donated $2 through Super Chat and says this has been another awesome stream. Thanks very much, Affected Wind. Wind, 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 wind. Everyone chat wind in the chat for donating $2 via the Super Chat. It's been a fantastic stream, I think. You know, we've done some good work. And now I've actually got this kind of cabling system in place. Oh, and another thing. Brothers United has donated another $25 and says, just a little bit more before it's over. And remember my recommendation about the switchboard. I will keep that locked on. I'll keep that locked down, dude. I will keep that locked down. I will keep the switchboard idea locked down. I don't know if we'll do that as a settlement one, or if we'll do it in the creation kit. The main reason I like doing stuff with the creation kit is because everybody can download it then. That's the main reason I like doing stuff with the creation kit. But yeah, we've got 5 more minutes left, so I'll just kind of keep an eye on the chat then. And then any other notifications and stuff. We've got 2 more notifications right there. What have we got? Okay, Chelsea Taylor says, I say, what a nice young man, but I'm 20 in April. That's okay, Chelsea. You can go ahead and say I'm a nice young man. I'm 26, so you can go ahead and say I'm a young man still, can't you? You can't say that's a nice old man. Not that old yet. But thank you very much, Chelsea. That is very, very kind of you indeed to go ahead and send that in. And Ogan Fitzgerald says the picture is now ready for the next stream. Indeed, that is awesome. Thank you very much. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I haven't really had many people do fan art for me. I've had some people send in like some Subnautica pictures and stuff, but I haven't actually seen any pictures of me and stuff besides the ones I asked for. You know, I obviously asked X-Jokers Girl X, who you should definitely go and subscribe to do my channel art and stuff like that. So that's awesome, and she did that. But I obviously asked her to do that. So actually getting people donating fan art is really, really cool. That's really, really cool indeed. And quickly go ahead and check this. Yep, people are chanting wind, wind, wind. And obviously, everyone, after they've chanted wind, have got to chant brothers, 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 brothers. Everyone chant Brothers United for donating another $25. Brothers United has donated maybe like $70 tonight. Do you guys realize that? He's donated like $70 tonight. That's really, really kind of you. Really kind of you. Thank you so much, dude. Angelus Dulce says, are you going to be streaming XCOM again? Oh yeah, about XCOM 2. I obviously, last time we streamed XCOM 2, I wanted to record it and it didn't quite work, so I haven't uploaded that. Yeah, the audio was all wrong, unfortunately, so I'm going to start the game again next time we stream it. But I want to finish the game myself first, because last time we streamed it, that was the first day I had tried using the War of the Chosen DLC. And that DLC is very, very deep. And I need to learn a little bit about the DLC before I kind of carry on with the Let's Play. Because otherwise, I'm just going to be struggling live. You know, I would like to actually be able to talk about why I'm doing certain decisions and stuff. And I've nearly finished the game. I've been playing it a lot. And I've nearly finished XCOM 2 again with the DLC. So, probably when I finish it with the DLC, then everything will be great. Brothers United says, put the money to the graphics card. I will, dude. I will. As I said, you know, we found that EVGA one, didn't we? And I've actually seen those same EVGA cards on Amazon. But they're actually not available to buy on Amazon. So I can only assume that they're just not available right now because of cryptocurrency miners. But get it straight from EVGA. And I do like EVGA. GTX 1070 Ti. And I'm thinking of 1070 Ti. Because if you go with a 1070 Ti, you could put like a very small, like maybe 100 megahertz overclock onto that. Tiny, that's nothing. You know, 100 megahertz overclock, that's nothing. You know, that's peanuts. Then you can actually get it better than a stock 1080. Or at least a stock Founded Edition 1080. So, EVGA. Yeah, this is the one we were looking at. Really cheap. Really cheap from their website. Going to find it right here. Yeah, that one right there. But the question is that an actual card, or is it a water block for a currently existing card? By the look of it, it is an actual card. It is an actual card. Yeah, GeForce GTX 1080 Titan by EVGA. It's only got one fan there, but it's got a freaking water cooler on it, so therefore one fan should be plenty. Yeah. It looks like it's actually connecting its fan cable directly to the card as well. Will that go straight to the PCI? Oh, I've got plenty of fan headers. What am I talking about? But yeah, that's pretty darn cool. What is it? It's got it's already got overclocking stuff in there, built in. All right, so I expect you to do that. Yeah, it is actually giving you really good performance, as you can see there. Like it is, it is actually an extra 0.5% more frames on Witcher 3 than the current card I have, a GTX 970. Yeah, obviously it's a Pascal card, copper base. Okay, so it is definitely copper based water cooling. I will definitely look into this. Because as I said, I've seen these exact graphics cards on Amazon before. But I've never actually been able to see when that is available. Max output is 4K. That's cool. Actually, no, it's a bit higher than 4K. My God. And VR ready. It's got SLI bridge support. If I just happen to stumble upon a second one at some point. But, yeah. I'll definitely keep an eye on that. How much is that in real money? How much is that? I say real money. How much is that in good old British money? Let's go ahead and take a look. Obviously, there will be a bit more tax. And there'll be more expensive shipping. Let's go ahead and see what that is in British money. Because if that's cheap, we could probably even set it up as a donation goal. You know what I mean? We could probably set it up as a goal. Bow. Alright, so let's go ahead and check this on XE. Alright, so US dollars to Great British pounds. This EVGA graphics card for 1070 Titan. No point getting a 1080. It's a waste of money when you can overclock a 1070 for cheaper, you know? That is £450. Keep in mind, because of cryptocurrency mining, £454 for a new graphics card is actually an exceptionally good price. Regular GTX 1070s are probably about £800, £700 right now normally. But buying straight from EVGA, you can get it for £454, plus obviously shipping and tax. That's probably about £500. That is a very, very good investment. That would be very good. And it's water cooled. That's fantastic. But anyways, yeah, I'll definitely keep that in mind. Okay, so, everyone, thank you very much for tuning into the final render stream today. We have done an awful lot of good stuff. We've done an awful lot of good stuff. As I said, tomorrow, I'll probably do some more work on this. I need to fix the rest of the metal paneling, as I showed at the start of the stream. I fixed this section, so there's no gaps. But I need to do, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more, 7 sections, 8 more sections of that. And I would also like to do the rest of the cabling as well tomorrow or the day after during the day. So we can start working on some of the actual buildings next time. You know, I think that would be fantastic. So, everyone, thank you very much for watching it. It has been very, very kind. This has been a fantastic stream. We've raised a lot of money via the donations. We've had lots of great interaction with the Twitter things we've been doing, of people sending in their selfies of them enjoying the stream on Twitter. That is really, really kind of you guys to see all of you guys' faces. It's awesome. And I look forward to seeing you, not tomorrow, but the day after. But remember, guys, tomorrow at 10 p.m. GMT, so what time is it now? It's 11 o'clock here right now, so in 23 hours' time, I will have a brand new Subnautica video out for you guys to go ahead and watch. It's a pretty darn awesome Subnautica video. However, you can actually go ahead and watch it right now if you actually follow me on Discord, so you can go ahead and watch it in there if you really want to. But until then, I will see you in the next stream. So, thank you very much for watching. I've been the Final Render, and you've been the audience. Until next time, bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. I'm going to go to sleep now. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.